tight handcuffs don't bother me. You ever take a look at how tight these motherfucking pants are? Rapper and tight pants enthusiast Rich Homie Quan was videotaped smoking with his 1-year-old son on his lap. Remember that video? Well, TMZ says his ass is under investigation now from the Child Protective Services. They're coming for that ass. So here's what TMZ had to say about it. TMZ wrote, and I quote, "Rich Homie Quan learned not to wave a red flag in front of a bull." Pause the story right there. I love that opening line, TMZ, because isn't he allegedly a blood or blood affiliated? That's funny as fuck. Anyways, Rich Homie Quan learned not to wave a red flag in front of a bull because he just got gored. Child Protective Services is now on his case for smoking what looks like a blunt in front of his kid. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ Georgia's authorities saw the rapper Rich Homie Quan's 1-year-old on his lap as he puffed away, and they were alarmed. Child Protective Services and the Fulton County Police Department have now teamed up to investigate. Our sources say CPS wants to sit down with Quan and ask a slew of questions, notably what he was smoking. They also want to know if this was a one-off or his standard operating procedure. Law enforcement tells us the probe goes beyond Rich Homie Quan's fitness as a parent. He could face possible criminal charges, including endangering a child and reckless behavior. End quote. Here's the deal. Lock him up. Throw away the key. He won't be able to smoke that shit in jail. What? They get drugs in jail too? Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, the point is this, man. If you're going to smoke in front of your child, that's some neglectful, reckless ass bullshit. But guess what? A lot of people do it. A lot of people do this shit every single day. It's really shameful, but it's true. And you meet these kids from the hood who have speaking issues and memory issues at a very young age. And you don't know why they're all messed up like that. You know, and not just from the hood, just in general. But, you know, the hood is known for just, well, anything negative. But, you know, even if you're a positive person and you're from the hood, people poor shame you. But I have to talk about that another time. But the point is, if you're from the so-called hood and you're a young so-called black man, the first thing they look at is your speaking ability and your cognitive ability. And if you cannot remember things, if you have a really, really horrible memory, then it's going to set you back in life, because a lot of what IQ is, and I'm going to have to talk about this in a separate video. I plan to do it for a while now, but pretty much people's IQ boils down to whether or not you've been exposed to information, whether or not you can remember it, and then whether or not you can basically regurgitate it. So you have to be exposed to certain information. You got to be able to remember it and then just repeat it. And then you can have a higher IQ than somebody else. And a lot of, quote, black people don't notice. Then a lot of, quote, black people go smoking weed like a fucking idiot and ruin their memory, and they ruin their speaking abilities, and then Jay-Z's lips. And basically what ends up happening is you end up with a lower IQ than what you normally would have had, and it makes other people look good. But anyways, I have to break that down, you know, in more detail another time. I don't have the time for that shit right now, man. Let me know what you think about Rich Homie Quan smoking in front of his child. I think it's reckless. I think it's stupid. I think that it could potentially retard his child, basically. Not literally make him a retard, but people's kids end up slow and they don't even know why. They don't really have the cognitive abilities to pay attention or to do what they got to do in school or in life in general. And a lot of the reason why is because they're messed up from the weed or other issues at home. But this is all my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Dr. Meat Magazine is completely incorrect. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more.